city of West Virginia. It's the 14th annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Feature Parade. Hello everyone, I'm Beth Nogue. It's a beautiful day for the Sternwheel Regatta Feature Parade. The parade officially kicks off the 10-day Regatta Festival here, an event that has become more extravagant and certainly more anticipated every year. We're sitting on the plaza at the Charleston National Bank, overlooking the Canal Boulevard, which is the main route of the parade. With me is Charles Ryan, president of Charles Ryan Associates Incorporated. He may be familiar to a lot of you as a long-time Charleston radio and television personality. And Charlie, I'm looking forward to picking up a few broadcasting tips from you today.
Well, Beth, you're very kind, and I just happened to have gone to the vault last night and pulled out a list which had cobwebs on it from the years that it has been there, and I'll be glad to share that with you. I'm sure you don't need it.
Charlie, what are we going to be seeing today in the parade?
We're going to have a great parade. We're going to have a long parade, going to be about 2 hours, and we'll have floats from all over the area, bands from all over the state. We're going to have the West Virginia University Marching Band. I think you're familiar with the WVU
I am
band.
with the blue and gold,
and
yes.
Both of us are glad that the WVU people are here. The Air Force is going to be involved, the U.S. Air Force Band of Flight. This is a very spectacular band. It's been used throughout the area. These folks are from the Ohio area near Dayton, I believe, and the band is used in a number of states whenever the president is in that area or members of the cabinet. So it's something that's exciting and should be spectacular to open the parade. There'll be 24 high school and junior high school bands. We're going to have 13 floats, and other groups will participate. The parade route along the boulevard, it moves from east to west in front of us, and we'll have a bird's eye view. A few of the floats that we'll see during the morning and afternoon, some really nice things from the Festival Commission, the Kanawha Clowns. We're going to have a float from KRT, CART here in Charleston. Union Mission has a float which has a theme of a summer flower garden theme. We'll be looking at a number of river boats and show boats that will parade
which is certainly the central theme here, and we can see the river from where we are here.
Exactly so. I think that we'll get a kick out of a number of anything that floats entries. These are concoctions that are actually going to race on Sunday.
And hopefully float.
And I hope they float. We'll get some ideas as they go by. I understand one of the things that they have to have is a paddle wheel in order to be in tune, I guess, with the theme of the 14th Festival. So it should be just great. I think the Air Force Band of Flight, when it moves by will be something that will get us off to a good start. 60 people in this band. We expect a lot of noise. We're hoping, Beth, that everybody will pause here in front of us, sort of a reviewing stand, and we'll get a good look at the bands and hear what they sound like.
Some of them up close, right?
Yes.
And speaking of down on the boulevard, which is where the bands and floats will be stopping, Sarah Yowie is down on the boulevard right now, and she's got better than a bird's eye view. We're going to go to Sarah Yowie now.
We're down here on the boulevard. We've got crowds you wouldn't believe. We're looking forward to seeing the parade come right behind us. We've got more kids than you've ever seen in your entire life and more balloons. We see horses coming down this way. We're looking forward to seeing a lot of dignitaries today. We'll have the governor, the mayor, and several other of the state dignitaries. So this looks like an exciting and festive day here in Charleston. Thank you.
We're back up here at the Charleston National Plaza. I'm Beth Nogue with WPBY-TV. Charles Ryan is with me now. We're waiting for the parade to reach us here at the Charleston National Bank Plaza, going up to the coming up the boulevard here. You're watching the 1984 Grand Feature Parade on WPBY-TV and Capital Cablevision. We'll be back in just a moment. Annual Sternwheel Regatta Festival Grand Feature Parade on what is just a beautiful day here on the Charleston National Bank Plaza. And Charlie, not only the parade today, but certainly a lot of other things coming up in this festival.
This is going to be an outstanding week. The festival has taken a quantum leap in this, its 14th year. I'd like to talk a little bit about the things that are going to occur during the week. Obviously, this is the beginning. Actually, some things happened this morning, but the opening ceremony is going to take place here at 11 o'clock. I think they'll stop the parade and raise the regatta flag or flags on the boulevard. Later on in the day, a taste of Charleston at the Civic Center Grand Hall at 1 p.m. That'll last until 6 o'clock in the evening. Marching Band Festival at Laidley Field at 2 p.m. Lucky Jazz Band Concert and Hot Air Balloon Race at the University of Charleston. That kicks off at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The Tops in Blue U.S. Air Force Band Concert on the levee this evening at 8 o'clock. And incidentally, Beth, that's a different band entirely than the band we'll see here in this parade. So just because you've seen them here doesn't mean that we're going to have...
and all of these concerts are free. All of the concerts
are free. That's correct. On Sunday, well, I should mention there are fireworks this evening at the levee also at 10 o'clock. On Sunday, tomorrow, Pizza Hut, Autocross, Car Show, and Expo of Wheels, Columbia Gas Transmission Parking Lot. You're seeing some of these events on your screen at the present time. Canal Boulevard Mile Foot Race, Canal Boulevard to the levee at 1 p.m. The Anything That Floats Race, CMP Boat Ramp, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. A Taste of Charleston at the Civic Center Grand Hall, 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
That sounds good for lunch. What do you think, Charlie?
I think that's always good for lunch. Some fantastic items there, a culinary treat. Gospel concert at the State Capitol, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the Bandels concert at the levee at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. You'll be there, I'm sure, Beth.
I will. It just sounds like such an exciting array. And we can see, Charlie, that we've got a great crowd here. Luckily, the weather's in our favor. Lots of balloons, a real festival spirit here.
Yeah, I think that we can go down to Sarah Yohe on the boulevard and get a little better feel of what's happening along the parade route. Sarah?
Okay.
With Mickey Akers, the biggest parade fan I've ever seen, and his grandfather, Mr. Akers. Mickey, what do you think of the parade?
Fun.
Is your mommy watching you out there?
Yes.
What's your favorite part of the parade, Mickey? Do you like the horses?
Yes.
What else do you like?
The place.
Where are you from, Mickey? Are you from Charleston?
South Charleston.
Mickey, it's been nice talking to you. I hope you enjoy the parade. Thank you.
And we're back with you now at the 14th Annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Feature Parade, which is being sponsored by WPBY-TV and Capital Cablevision. As Charlie mentioned, the festival has grown in quantum leaps in recent years, and one of the big reasons for that growth has been an increase in community and civic participation. And Charlie, we've seen a lot more interest, a lot more money put behind events, which of course then leads to bigger and better events.
Beth, I've had some connection with the regatta for at least the last 10 years, and I can tell you that one of the situations, one of the challenges for the Festival Commission was to actually bring in big-name entertainment. In the past, we've had local entertainment, and it's great, good quality material. It needed to be augmented by some of the good big names in show business. The West Virginia State Fair has always had big names, and I know the commission always looked around, how can we bring these people in? Finally, corporate sponsorship came in and said, we'll do the job, and these people should be tremendously, they should be thanked by the people of West Virginia for their support of this activity.
And you know, we're
the
talking,
Statler Brothers,
yeah,
people
the
like
Statler
that.
Brothers, the Atlanta Rhythm Section, certainly not
Marshall Tucker Band.
national names and national caliber groups that are just going to make this festival so exciting.
They'll have them hanging from the trees here the night that the Statler Brothers perform on this levee. There also will be a giant television screen that will show the thousands of people that aren't able to get close enough to the stand or to the bandstand to actually see these people up close, and the crowds are that great. mentioning corporate sponsorships, AT&T was good enough to bring that giant screen to the regatta and allow many more people to enjoy the entertainment that will be here. I can't say enough about the quality of entertainment that we're going to see.
And we can see just the beautiful view here of the Canal Boulevard and the river and the crowds here. Again, we're waiting for the Grand Feature Parade, which started at 11 o'clock, but which must now work its way down the boulevard to us here. And we are kicking off the Sternwheel Regatta Festival here in Charleston, which has become such a spectacular event, and certainly something that's very anticipated here. And Charlie, one of the unusual things about this is that it's a 10-day festival. We're not talking about just a weekend or just a few days. We're talking about 10 days, and every day has something different to offer.
This whole thing started off as a weekend, as you know, and along about, I don't know the exact number of years, but 7, 8, 9 years ago, it was decided to extend it to a full week. Then some of the other weekend got involved, and all of a sudden we're up to 10 days. This is something that the nation is looking at now, Beth. I know that it's featured, the regatta has been featured on Good Morning America, on some of the other morning news shows. Southern Living magazine has people in here this week, and they're going to be doing features for the magazine primarily for next year prior to the Regatta Festival actually occurring, so that next year we'll have even more people in. Pace magazine is going to take a look at this.
USA Today, our director downstairs has handed us a little clipping from a national newspaper.
And I think some television stations from some of the major metropolitan markets, Chicago, Washington, L.A., well, maybe not L.A., too far west, but some of those people that are near this 500-mile radius where Charleston sits are in here this week taking a serious look at the regatta. So I think it's come such a long way, but we're still at the tip of the iceberg. It's going to be one of the biggest things in the state, if not already.
Well, they're anticipating crowds of 250,000. Do you think that that's going to happen here?
Oh, I think without a question it'll happen. These
helicopter
riverbanks are
going
going
by
to be
here?
lined. That's a video chopper, I believe, getting some air views.
They've got a great view.
Of the people along the... we've got a great view here, as a matter of fact.
It's beautiful today.
And we're waiting. I don't hear any bands yet, do you?
No, I don't. We're still... No, we can see a little activity coming down on the boulevard, but we don't hear anything. And, you know, whenever you're talking about river festivals, it always brings back old-time sort of feelings about the river. And we've got someone to talk to you about the festival who certainly represents river life.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with steady employment so long as you don't have to work. But don't forget to give yourself time to go to the annual Charleston Sternwheel Regatta. There's an exhilarating array of events from balloon races to the grand Sternwheel Regatta on the Great Canal River. It's the biggest river festival in the country, and it'll be even bigger with you and your family there. The annual Charleston Sternwheel Regatta. Give yourself a holiday. You've worked for it.
We're back with you now, waiting for the start of the 14th Annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Festival Parade, which is sponsored by WPBY-TV and Capital Cablevision. I'm Beth Nogay with Charles Ryan on the boulevard, Canal Boulevard, which is the main route of the parade. And Charlie, what beautiful pictures we're having even before the parade starts. Lots of color here, lots of excitement, anticipation.
It's a colorful atmosphere. Balloons along the parade route. I see a myriad of colors moving toward us. There is a police cruiser leading the event, and I think directly behind that, well, I can't really tell from here, but soon, within a couple of 100 yards, they'll be in front of us. We'll be able to hear the bands and get a look at some of the dignitaries that are going to be in this parade. Everyone from United States senators to governors to the festival committee, and I believe the WPBY car is in there. And
My
the,
boss,
Capital
that's right.
Cablevision truck.
Our general manager, Bill Haley, along with Mary Lou Robinson, our
I can hear the bands now. The crowd is lined along this boulevard for as far as I can see from east to west. There are more people coming all the time. We're on the plaza at the Charleston National Bank, and a lot of people up here with their balloons.
And a welcome sound that is. The start of the parade, the first band, which is the Air Force Band of Flight. And Charlie, you were talking about them a little bit earlier. And a band, again, of national recognition.
Yeah, this band began in 1942. They had a volunteer group at that time, just 12 men. And as we mentioned before, 60 musicians now. They perform on a full-time basis, a variety of musical group sizes and styles. They play jazz, country, western, pop, top 40, big band.
Now that's something for a band, to play a little bit of everything.
Yeah, quite talented. And I wonder what they'll play in front of us when they pause here. And I'm also interested, Beth, I'll be interested to see exactly where they stop along the parade route. Let's hope it's right in front of our cameras.
I don't expect they'll take requests, though, huh?
Some of the activities that took place this morning before we went on the air, the bicycle tour, Beth, a 100-mile bicycle tour began at 7:30. And didn't they have a later bicycle tour that was shorter than that? 25-mile or so. And a softball tournament began at 8 a.m. It seems a little early to begin softball. But
And the hiking tour, which, believe it or not, Charlie, was filled up even before the regatta started this morning. And they were trying to cut down on their numbers. And here we're getting a much better look at the band and a great sound that is.
No contest. You heard it. It's a theme that the Air Force likes to play wherever it is.
No top 40 for us today, huh?
They've twice received the Outstanding Unit Citation and awarded an honor accorded to less than 10% of all Air Force units annually.
And we saw the parade banner recognizing the WPBY-TV and Capital Cablevision as the parade sponsors.
Behind that, the Civil Air Patrol Color Guard.
And what would a parade be without a color guard?
Fortunately, the sun isn't all that hot now. Those helmets could get a little hot if they had to march very long in a broiling sun.
Oh, luckily, there is a little breeze. You're right, though. It's just a beautiful, clear, cool, really, for August day.
Charleston High School Band is approaching, Beth. I believe you have some of the folks that are responsible for that band, the director,
and you can see we're right on top of these as they come down the boulevard here.
Robert Laurent is the director of the Charleston High School Band. They have 60 people in the band, and the number in the auxiliary units ranges.
And Charleston, the host city for this Sternwheel Regatta Festival, and this band then representing this particular city, but Charlie, a lot more cities and areas to be represented today.
This band, Beth, has appeared in both concert and marching festivals in the United States and Hawaii, including the Rose Bowl Parade and Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. That's the big league.
Well, maybe we can give Macy's a run for the money. Let's listen to the Charleston High School Band. Right now, Yowie is standing by on the boulevard with this wonderful background music behind her with an interview with the mayor of Charleston, Mike Rourke. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hello, Mayor Rourke. What do you think of this grand feature parade today?
Well, it's a great way to kick off the best and biggest and greatest regatta ever.
Are you proud to be in your city right now?
No place like it. I wouldn't take any other city in the country for Charleston, West Virginia.
Well, we thank you for being here. Enjoy the parade.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
What an interview. Nothing like stopping the parade in its tracks. Sarah, right down there on the boulevard, talking to the mayor from his car, and this is the beginning of the dignitaries in the parade.
I might mention, Beth, the parade marshal has just passed us. The Grand Marshal, Gene Fitch, accompanied by his wife, Claire. He's the owner of the Claire E, which has been in every regatta except for one. And they were at the first regatta. They live on their boat, Beth. They spend their winters in Guntersville, Alabama. Gene Fitch was one of the first people to take a working towboat and make it into a fun or pleasure boat, as we know most of the Sternwheelers today. And there he is, the mayor of the city of Charleston, Mike Rourke. And
certainly this must be an exciting moment for him to see the city so excited about this parade and so together.
I think that the mayor is tremendously excited. One of the things that I appreciate from Mayor Rourke is the fact that he always mentions John Hutchinson, who was mayor at the time of the inception of this regatta festival, giving Mayor Hutchinson a lot of credit, along with Nelson Jones, of course, for starting it all.
And here's the Spring Hill Junior High Band, and we had a little bit of blue and gold, and now we see red and white as their colors here.
All right, I might mention that this band has 2 superior ratings in 83 and 84. Best playing band, 3rd place in AA Band Festival, award-winning majorettes, and silks.
And you can see why.
Yes, outstanding for a junior high school band. Spring Hill in South Charleston, West Virginia.
And behind the band,
And behind the band, yes,
Governor J. Rockefeller.
a beautiful red Thunderbird, 57 or 58 vintage, I guess.
And Senator Robert Byrd.
These people have to appreciate the fact that it's such a beautiful day, because when it's threatening rain, snowing, that sort of thing, it's tough riding in a parade.
Yes, and you couldn't have ordered, really, a prettier day than this. And there we see the governor in his car following the Spring Hill Junior High Band.
Are we going to be able to go to Sarah for some words from the governor, I wonder?
I see Sarah down there. And Sarah is standing by down on the boulevard with the governor.
Governor J. Rockefeller. Hello, how are you?
All fine. Having a good time. Lots of people, lots of sunshine.
We think so. We hope it's starting off a week that we're really excited to have here in Charleston.
Yeah.
What's going to be your favorite event this week during the whole event?
Am I allowed to tell you a secret? It's the part when I'm going to come and I get to taste all the food.
Oh, now that's the Taste of Charleston. That starts this afternoon, and we'll be sure to have a big plate ready for you. Thank you, Governor Rockefeller.
Thank you very much.
And there's Sarah Yowie, our person on the street, literally. He just finished talking to Governor J. Rockefeller, one of several dignitaries, politicians who will be in the parade. And the Spring Hill Junior High Band continuing their performance, and as you mentioned, they have award-winning majorettes and silks, the flag persons that we see on the boulevard there.
The director of this band is Gail Kennedy, and the principal is Clifford Cunningham. And we are getting a nice view as they stop quite conveniently in front of us to give us a little bit of idea of what these particular bands sound like.
And there is the cannon, which symbolizes the official opening of the Sternwheel Regatta.
That's at Shanklin Park, which is just to the west of us. Actually, we cannot see that from where we are sitting.
But that's what that noise is.
We simply can hear it, yes.
Yeah, we can hear it quite well, but that's the official opening ceremony for the Sternwheel Regatta, and they'll have the raising of the flag there, and that was a cannon salute for the Sternwheel Regatta, which is...
Beth, it's impossible to pick up by the television cameras, but it's really great to see all these balloons going skyward, all different colors, signifying the festive occasion that's taking place here this morning.
Not only in the hands of the both young and old here on the boulevard, but as you mentioned, also floating.
I think there are probably going to be a number of people, several of these dignitaries, that end up, as well as the two of us, getting a nice sunburn today, sitting here for 2 or 3 hours.
Well, that's certainly better than a drenching. And we can see, you see, we're right over the boulevard here, and on just a lovely day, and the parade has stopped momentarily for these opening ceremonies for the regatta here. But it's just a beautiful day here, Charlie.
I might mention when we have this break that following the parade, a marching band festival will be held at Lately Field, and many of these bands you'll be able to see again. Well worth it to go over there and listen to these people. Beth, it is a real chore for these bands to be here today, because prior to the regatta parade, I know from several years back, when it was just forming, it was very, very difficult to get bands to come in because the schools had not yet opened. The bands were not up to where they wanted to be in order to march and perform. But as the importance of this festival has grown, no problem. Many bands wanting to show up. They're practicing, I would assume, a bit earlier. And it is, as you mentioned, Macy's, so forth. This is Major League also.
Well, it's a snowballing effect when you have something that becomes successful, that becomes as anticipated and as spectacular, really, as the regatta is going to be. This time around, Charlie, you're able to draw more. The more that you have to begin with, the greater the draw you have.
Yeah, I think it's an honor and a privilege anymore to be associated in any way with the regatta, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. When it gets bigger and bigger, there have to be a number of things that go along with that. Crowd control is something to be concerned about. Police protection. There are, I believe, a number of medics stationed around throughout the area in case someone needs some sort of help.
But our camera not having any trouble capturing the crowd. You can see from the shots that we've just had that we have all ages, all sizes. I guess, Charlie, everyone loves the parade.
I love a parade. I think our director, Skip Hill, loves a parade.
And the parade moves again after the conclusion of the official opening ceremonies for the regatta.
The mayor, incidentally, is riding in a, golly, I can't tell whether that's a Ford or an Edsel. An Edsel convertible is, it's an Edsel convertible. I love these old cars that we're going to see here today, Beth. As I mentioned, the governor is in 57 or 58 Thunderbird, red, mint condition. Just fantastic.
Beautiful cars.
Yeah, we'll see some Corvettes today, vintage automobiles, some old trucks. I saw an old postal truck going up the boulevard as I was walking over here.
Yeah, the passing of the Spring Hill Junior High Band.
They're obviously enthusiastic.
And Senator Robert Byrd, who is riding along the boulevard in a good idea, his shirt sleeves. Because
yes,
although cool, there is a warm sun here today.
Senator Byrd has seen any number of these parades, obviously. He looks as though he's enjoying it.
And the governor, recognizing the crowd very enthusiastically.
I wonder how difficult it is to sit up on that on
to
the
keep
deck.
your balance, huh? Okay, and our cameras are looking west.
Seeing the parade is at
approaches. And you can see a spectacular overview with the cars and the next band to appear. The Marching Huskies of Herbert Hoover. And more color.
Interestingly enough, the name of the director is Stephen Foster. The principal, Charles Burford. 65 people in this band, Beth. Gee, they look good.
And Herbert Hoover had stopped for a moment for a performance.
This outfit really looks sharp. Herbert Hoover High School Band, an annual participant of the Sternwheel Parade. It attends band competitions throughout the state. It was named Grand Champion of the Daily Mail Majorette Festival the last 5 years, Beth. They know what they're doing.
And a lot of hard work goes into the pleasure that we take from them today.
That's a nice overview.
And coming up behind the Herbert Hoover High School Band is Congressman Bob Wise. The politicians that are featured in this parade are only the politicians who are now in office, the sitting politicians as we call them. This is a major election year, but opposition candidates to these politicians are not
Just behind
featured in the parade.
Congressman Wise, who uses both hands to wave, incidentally, is the Festival Commission Chairman, Bill Brotherton, and Mrs. Brotherton. And he has a ball, Beth. This guy has been doing this for at least 3 years now. He works diligently.
And there we see him with his captain's hat on. He's in the...
He loves it. Captain's hat, epaulets, the whole thing. And by golly, he attends it all.
He and his wife.
This city owes him a lot.
And all of this is volunteer. All of the organizations
volunteer, yes.
in this parade and the festival, volunteer.
Everything's free, too, we might mention.
The Lincoln Junior High School Band, the Wildcats, in a bright yellow and black.
The director is Bill Ray of the Lincoln Junior High School Wildcat Band, and the principal or administrator is Alvin Anderson. Members in this band. junior high.
Junior high band members are likely prepping themselves to appear as high school band members.
Second place auxiliary Sternwheel Regatta Festival Parade 1983. Second place spoiler in the...
The participants in the parade, as you've indicated, are being judged, and the review stand is just to our right here.
I believe Secretary of State A. James Manchin, yes.
And with his well-recognizable hat.
Passing out candy to those along the parade route.
Well, he certainly knows how to make a hit with the children, passing out candy from his car.
This is the blind color guard that is directly behind Secretary of State Manchin, West Virginia Federation of the Blind, and A. James Manchin is leading the blind color guard in his automobile. And the Charleston Town Center Walking Group, directly behind the
And what
color
we're hearing
guard.
now is the Hurricane High School Band from Hurricane, West Virginia.
Yes, Hurricane. Not Hurricane,
Spelled
but
hurricane,
Hurricane.
but it's pronounced Hurricane. If you're a West Virginian, you should know that.
That Town Center Walking Group that just went by, the team was stepping out on the town. The team board from Charleston Town Center comprised that group, wearing top hats and tuxedos. All right, there they are, the Charleston Town Center Walking Group.
Stepping out on the town, the theme behind their group.
And as Beth mentioned, the Hurricane High School Marching Band. Dale Riley is the director. The principal is Howard Lovejoy. Boy, do they look sharp.
An unusual hat that they wear.
Yeah, I love the uniforms. This band has won a lot of awards. 83 grand champion, Putnam County Invitational Marching Competition, and the list just goes on and on. 90 people in this band, 20 in the auxiliary unit. Super sharp.
An unusual outfit also that they're wearing. And there's our first float of the parade, Charlie.
Very nice. Festival Commission float. Blue and gold sternwheeler. Queen in the court. The queen of this year's regatta, Melissa Ann Ferguson, and you can see her there. She is with Miss Junior Sternwheel, Nicole Lachelle Robinson. The court, Karen Lynn Keene, Don Parsons, Christina Carroll Young, and Melanie Walker. As I say, the Queen, Melissa Ann Ferguson.
And of course, their float, not unexpected, is a sternwheel boat in the fashion of a sternwheel boat.
That's exceptionally well done. Very, very nice. Bank of West Virginia is sponsoring this float. As you can see on the side of the float, someone has gone to a great deal of concern with this. Very intricate, beautifully done, and beautiful young ladies to adorn the float.
And some potential Miss Sternwheel regattas also
Yes.
riding on the float.
The Miss Sternwheel Regatta, incidentally, won a $4,000 scholarship. This was the first year, I believe. It was from the University of Charleston. So makes it a lot more interesting, not only beauty, but intellectually as well.
And again, we continue with blue and gold in the Magnolia High School Band, following the Sternwheel Festival float.
Magnolia High School Band from New Martinsville, West Virginia. As I said at the outset, it would have been very, very difficult to have gotten a band from this distance when this festival first began. Now from all over the state.
is a co-sponsor of this parade with Capital Cablevision. And
The bird
Bird has the seat of honor on that, in that car. Also in the car is WPBY General Manager Bill Haley.
Yeah,
The
look.
man with the camera. But he's not really taking pictures. We're taking them. And Bird is a big hit with the children here who recognize him.
I wonder what the temperature is inside Bird's outfit. Yeah, Bill Haley is just shooting away with the camera.
Well, maybe he'll lend us some of his film for an instant replay.
And there's the Capital Cablevision truck, signifying the offerings that Capital Cablevision has for people in the area.
The Kanawha County Commissioners, you see in the car.
Yeah, that's Hoppy Shores that is in the lead car. Hoppy, a long-time figure in Kanawha County.
And one way to score a hit with this crowd.
Yeah, he
Give
was.
them something for their attention. In this case, bubblegum.
Hoppy Shores was an outstanding football player in Kanawha County more years ago than
And
probably
the
he wants to
Cablevision
remember.
band,
But
which is also a co-sponsor of the parade. We just saw a shot of that. And we're here at the 14th annual Sternwheel Regatta Festival Grand Feature Parade, which kicks off a 10-day festival that is just getting off to a wonderful start today, Charlie. If this is any indication of the rest of the festival, we're rolling right along.
I'll say, people are loving it. The participants in the parade seem to like it a lot. Hoppy Shores is still throwing that candy out. Incidentally, the Kanawha County Commission is sponsoring the Musicians Union Local 136-55-piece band on Sunday, September 2nd at 5:30.
He's really getting a workout with that arm. he's really pitching that.
He used to throw a football just
And
that
a
way.
chimney sweep. We have everything in this parade.
A color guard from the American Legion, can't see which post, just passed
Benny
by.
Tatum's Temple card. Now that's something certainly unusual, but of course the easily recognizable hat, which is perched on top of the van.
Yeah, that's the Fez, the Benny Tatum Shrine Temple. These people go all over the United States and perform in parades. You're seeing a chimney sweep now. This chimney sweep is Benjamin Allen from Liverpool Chimney Sweep from Kenna, West Virginia. I guess soon we're going to be in that season. Get your chimney cleaned out. Matter of
You
fact,
wouldn't think of that
right
today,
now.
though.
I wouldn't think so, but I guess it's never too early to do that sort of thing. And here they are, the Oriental Band. Well, I'm sorry, the band is will be with us in a moment. These
There's
are
an
the
unusual
this is the
car.
marching unit. Shrine Patrol Marching Unit. Carl Osborne is president. Jim Price, vice president. John Powers, Joe Mooney, and John Loy are also in this group.
And we can see a wide shot of the very colorful, unusual colors there. And now the introduction of the Benny Tatum Oriental Band.
Yeah, this band was organized in 1937. Don Garrett's the president. Eddie G. Wiles the vice president. William T. Laurent is the director, but he's ill today. He's been replaced by a director from Sissonville High School. There are 50 regular members, Beth, in this band. I love the guy with the saber. I hope he performs in front of us.
there, Charlie, is one person you wouldn't want to mess with.
You have to be dedicated to do this sort of thing. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of commitment, community spirit. You can hear the sounds of the shrine, Benny Kingdom Shrine Calliope, which is passing.
And Sarah Yohe is standing by on the boulevard with another one of her on-the-spot interviews. We're going to go to her now.
Hi, we have Hilda Campbell. She's one of our lady Shriners. How did you get involved in this group?
My husband is a Shriner.
Well, we're glad to have you. What is the significance of your outfits? Do you all make these outfits?
Yes, ma'am, we did. We made all of them.
Now, do you all do civic functions around town?
Yes, ma'am, and we do things for the crippled children.
I see. Well, thank you very much.
May I catch up
Yeah,
now?
she's back to her group.
That was Sarah Yohe down on the boulevard, our person on the street, so to speak. And here another float, the Lady Shriners float. And the theme of Indians on this float. See a beautiful headdress on the Indian standing there. The Kanawha Indians, they call this float.
One lady's in a canoe.
Oh, maybe she'll be in the Anything Floats segment of the regatta.
That's quite nice. Daniel Boone and the Indians is the theme.
And a big hit with the children here.
Oh, here are the unicyclists. And this is Jackie and Julie Homer. One is on a 3-foot unicycle, the other on a 6-foot unicycle, and a little spill there on the 3-foot unicycle.
And look at this on a tall. Well, I can two-wheel bicycle I can't handle, much less one. Well, she must be a good, what, 6, 7 feet off the ground there?
With the help of her unicycle.
My goodness.
You do that, don't you, Beth? I've seen you on the boulevard doing that sort of
I wouldn't be sitting here today if I tried that.
Unicycling is fun.
Dangerous, but fun, I'm sure.
And
The Great Kanawha River Navy.
this is one of the floats for the Anything That Floats group. This is the old mother who lived in a shoe float, and I believe that is sponsored by Dick Harris, Theo Harrison's son, the old woman who lived in a shoe. Yeah, this is one of the floats. It'll be in the race tomorrow, Beth.
That.
I hope it floats.
And another band we see, the Cedar Grove Community School Band.
One of the golden oldies approaching us now, Capital Rod Run, it says.
I'm Beth Nogue with Charles Ryan here at the Sternwheel Regatta Grand Feature Parade. Sarah Yohe is again standing by on the boulevard with an interview, and we're going to go to her now.
The Charleston Figure Skating Club? Right. And what is your club representing today?
We're having a little bit of technical problems with the microphone down there on the boulevard. We'll try to correct that problem and get back to that as soon as we can. And the parade continues here. The 14th Annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Festival Parade. And here we see a fire truck with the Charleston Figure Skating Club.
Yeah, this is the Charleston Figure Skating Club decorating the old fire engine, as you see. 10 to 12 kids on that float. Actually, looks like more than 10 to 12 to me. But all members of the club, and their purpose is to promote figure skating in Charleston.
We've seen just about everything so far, Charlie.
Yeah, I expect we're going to see more unusual things. This is a community parade, and many people want to show their wares, so to speak, and it's open to just about anyone that wants to enter.
What is that? I'll leave that up to you, Charlie. That's open to your interpretation.
Well, I'm not certain. I know that we have
A figure skating float, and again, another view of Canal Boulevard, which is the main route for the parade, and the boulevard, of course, just next to the river here in Charleston, and a little bit view of the spectators. The parade is obviously a big hit here.
I don't know who I don't know who the clown is. I was thinking perhaps that was Edith McGrode, who is Fubar the clown, but I believe we'll see her a little bit later in the parade.
And we can see the approach of the George Washington High School Band. Oh, I'm sorry, the Parkersburg.
I think this is George Washington.
No,
Yeah, this is George Washington.
George Washington High School Band.
Tom Reed is the director of the George Washington Band. The principal is Paul Callahan. There are 85 members in this band and 17 members in the auxiliary units.
Sarah Yohe is again standing by on the boulevard with an interview, and we're going to try to pick that up now.
Hi, I'm here down here with the best part of a parade, the Kanawha Clowns. And which clowns are we speaking to?
The Kanawha Clowns, and I'm Flossie Rose, and this is Edsel.
Well, we're glad to have you here. I see your button says kids are special people.
They sure are. They sure are. They live in our hearts.
Well, we've got them everywhere here, and we've got a float with you all. Now, what is your club organized in these days? You all go to all the civic events?
We're a volunteer, nonprofit organization, and we recently were in the Mary Lou Retton Parade, and we went to the A.J. Mansion and made him honorary clown, and in return, he honored us.
Great.
We go to the hospitals and nursing homes.
Well, thank you very much. We're glad to have you here in our parade. Thank you.
Well, they say you can judge a person by the company they keep, but I'm not going to say anything about the friends that Sarah Yohe has down there on the boulevard. And we see the approach of the Sissonville Junior High School Band.
Just prior to the Sissonville Junior High School Band, the Owl, sponsored by KB&T, custom-made costume by Magic Makers of Huntington, and Cindy Elmore, employee of KB&T, is in that costume. Again, how hot's the costume? I'm sure it's quite warm. Sissonville Junior High School is the Trojan marching band, Beth. The director is Linda K. Ward, principal John Godby. 70 people in this marching band with 20 in the auxiliary units. First place junior high band, 1983 Sternwheel Regatta.
Well, you think they can bring back that title this year, Charlie?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. They look good. We've really had some outstanding bands, I think, in competition thus far.
Beautiful colors.
This band received superior ratings in the All-Kanawha County Concert Band Festival.
And here we are at the 14th annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Feature Parade on a beautiful Saturday. A wonderful way to kick off this 10-day festival. And I'm here with Charlie Ryan on the plaza of the Charleston National Bank. And Charlie, we have a perfect view of the parade here.
Have a beautiful day for it, too. Just outstanding. Nice light breeze blowing. Wonderful. Everybody is having a ball. This passing in front of our area now is the Joshua, which is a mini sternwheeler, represented the 1984 Charleston Sternwheel Regatta Festival at the 84 Governor's Travel West Virginia Fair at the Charleston Civic Center, and I believe it's sponsored by Don's Painting Company. And I think there's a gorilla on top of the Joshua, I bet.
How'd you like to drive a few of those cars, Charlie?
Looks like fun.
And the Joshua. That's a big stern wheeler. Again, keeping in with our boat theme. The children there.
Yes.
The Joshua is a mini stern wheeler. Hopefully they won't try to put that on the parade, but you can see some of the younger folks here, Charlie, enjoying the parade as much as we.
Yeah, I think, well, we won't mention that.
No editorial comments on that.
Approaching us now is the Polka High School band. Harold Gothard is the director, and the principal is Harold Carr. This band also has a long list of honors, Beth. There's 62 people playing in this band, 22 in the auxiliary units, and interested onlookers. The faces and sights and sounds of the 14th annual Sternwheel, I'll get it in a minute, Sternwheel Regatta Festival.
Grand Feature Parade, here we are. And you know sometimes the spectators are as colorful as the parade itself, Charlie.
The Polka High School band majorettes now approaching us. Actually, they're fairly well spread out here along the parade route. Sequined costumes. outstanding. The colors are gray and red. Look like they're having a lot of fun, Beth.
Yes, they do. And they're pausing here because the judges are just to our right.
Something else.
Beautiful colors, as you mentioned, Charlie. And in fact, a lot of variety of color in this parade and in these bands.
One of the Corvettes signaling the beginning of the Corvette activity. Jack Jarvis in a white 84 Corvette at the Charleston Corvette Club, members of the National Corvette Council. These folks go to a lot of shows and rallies, Beth.
Now, what I wouldn't give for a car like that.
Elkview Junior High approaching us. Kathy Coyle, the director. Randall Travis is the principal. 75 members in this band. Second place in the Regatta Parade of 1983-84. Or I should say 1983.
Another interview, and we're going to go to her now.
Hi, I'm here with Jim McQuaid, the director of Sternwheel High Band. How many members do you have in your band? Okay, and I see you've got lots of majorettes and things. What other auxiliary groups?
I have majorettes and flags and 2 field commanders.
Well, I understand you have a great band. Thank you for letting us grab you from the parade. He needs to get back to his kids. Thank you.
And Sarah certainly doesn't waste any time with those interviews. She's not kidding when she says that she's grabbing those people from the crowd and giving us a chance to see street level the people who have worked so hard to make this parade a success.
This is Miss Lincoln County, Janet Mannon from Alum Creek. She's 18 years old, a student at West Virginia State College, sponsored by the Hamlin JCs. Very attractive young lady. Sissonville High School approaching now. Again, the parade moving from west to east. The director is James McQuarrie. The principal, Norma Winter. 43 people in the band.
know, Charlie, every band that has gone by, we have the statistics available on them, and all of them have been award-winning bands.
Yes.
Impressive musical talent here.
High School Tri-State Festival in Huntington, first place. Majorette Corps, first place. Silks, first place. Band Marching and Maneuvering, first place. Girl Twirler, second place. I'm reading that backwards. First place, Girl Twirler. Second place, Percussion Corps.
And now another float, Charlie, coming up here. The Electronic Materials Float. That's an intriguing title.
Actually, I think we may be out of order on that one. It's the Independent Order of Oddfellows, Friendship and Truth. I don't think that has anything to do with electronic materials.
I don't see any satellite dishes, which we were promised on the Electronic Materials float. But we do see...
Very pretty float.
Yes, very pretty float, and the theme of friendship.
A lot of work goes into one of those floats, Beth.
A lot of time, and a lot of work and time goes into this parade, Charlie, and all of the work here is volunteer.
The Woodrow Wilson Junior High Band is now approaching us, Beth. Just one band after another. This band won the first place auxiliary unit in the 1983 parade.
A lot of competition for this year's ribbon salt.
85 members strong, 9 members in the auxiliary unit. It has won a superior band rating for three consecutive years in this competition. And now we have Fubar the Clown, Edith Burgode. I don't know if you know Edith or not, Beth, but Edith Burgode has been in Charleston for years and years, and she has donated a great deal of her time to perform as Fubar the Clown.
And in fact, Sarah Yohe is standing by with an interview with Fubar, and we're going to go to her now.
Okay, I'm here with Fubar the Clown, the famous Edie Burgode, and we're glad to have you here. I see you're the official clown of Charleston now. What does that mean?
Well, that means that through the year I work with handicapped children as a clown and give them records and do things with them, you know. And then my icing on the cake is to be allowed to ride in the wonderful parade. So.
Well, you make a nice part of our Sternwheel Regatta here. Thank you, Ms. Burgode.
So many people don't know what Fubar means.
Oh, can you tell us what Fubar means?
Thou that's beyond all repair.
With that, I'll let you go. Thank you.
Sarah Yohe down on the boulevard with Fubar the Clown. Sarah is getting to meet a lot of very interesting people today, Charlie.
I thought Fubar was functioning pretty well, not fouled up at all. She's a great lady.
There she goes up the boulevard.
Plays the accordion as well, and we might mention that her daughter has written a song about the Sternwheel Regatta, and she intends to play that during the during the festival, sometime during the week. Stonewall Jackson marching generals are coming up, just preceding the actual percussion area is the general himself. I don't know if you can see him right now, but just in front of the banner, very colorful, big white beard. There he is, the Confederate uniform, and I haven't seen him before in these marching events.
And Sarah did not get a chance to talk with him. She missed this one, huh?
He may be concerned about the outcome of the Civil War, and therefore wouldn't speak with Sarah. That's great. Great mascot. And there they are, 80 strong, the Stonewall Jackson marching generals, and they'll let us know they're here when they come before us. Bob Scott is the director. Jim Dellinger is the principal. I told you they'd let us know that they were here. Stonewall Jackson marching generals. Great job. Great job. Communication Workers Float, Communications Workers of America, Local 2001. Umbrella organization for AT&T Information Systems, C&P, Upton Construction, AT&T Communications, and the United Way.
The Horace Mann Junior High Eagles marching band approaches us now.
Rick Crowley's the director. There are 90 people in this band, Beth. Second place for junior high school band in 1980 Sternwheel Regatta competition. You're now seeing the Union Mission float, I believe. Yeah, the theme is Summer Flower Garden.
And really, this parade, though, is a farewell to summer, really. When it's over, the summer really has gone, and it's sort of the week before school is what they call it here.
A fond farewell to summer, a welcome hello to fall. What a wonderful way to usher one out and welcome another in. You're seeing the Lewis County High School Marching Minutemen band approaching us. They're from Weston, West Virginia. Got the director, Linda Goldsmith, Colonel Charles Monarchy. There's a Jane Wu. Stars and Stripes River, 46 people in this marching unit. 24 members in the auxiliary unit. Kind of interesting, Beth, that we had the Civil War portrayed with the Stonewall Jackson Band, and now the Minutemen.
A little bit of history right here in Charleston.
And approaching us now,
the V100 band radio station, and just in front of them, actually, the
TMC float. TMC has Charleston talking, the sign says.
and after the parade, that boat will go under the river, no doubt.
V100 van, and then as you say, this is the V100, anything floats float. And, God, look at this.
That can't float. Anything may float, but it seems hard to believe that that would float. But the anything float is a race of just about anything that they can put into the river for a race.
That's a submarine, as a matter of fact, the V100 submarine. And,
is that an indication of how it's going to travel?
I don't know.
on the bottom of the river?
I wonder if that's fair. Very interesting. V100 goes all out for the regatta. A little bit of a gap in the parade route. The East Bank Junior High Mountaineer Band will be the next band that we will see. We're now an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes into the parade, and it goes on.
And there's a favorite thing to do during the regatta. Boat on the river, which is just beyond the boulevard here, and which, Charlie, as you know, will be jammed with boats as the regatta progresses.
That looks a lot cooler than where we're sitting, though. The young people do love a parade. Looks interested, doesn't he? East Bank Junior High Mountaineer Band. Jim Anderson is the director. There are 65 members, 8 in the auxiliary units. Some of the golden oldies automobiles that you will see throughout the regatta. Actually, there are several antique car shows that take place during regatta weekend. I'm not sure what the 57, 58 Chevrolet, and in front of that, Plymouth, maybe?
You have to wonder how much waxing went into preparing these cars for this parade.
I think it's a 55 Chevy, as a matter of fact, and I get that on good authority from an expert, Skip Hill, our director, who probably, he confirms it is a 55 Chevy. He probably squired around his hometown in a 55 Chevy, and therefore knows it well.
Took a few of his dates out in one of those, do you?
Incidentally, on Monday, September 3rd, the Antique Cars Show at the State House parking lot, sponsored by Park Corporation, from 9 to 5. And that same day, the Golden Oldies car show and the Corvette car show at the State House parking lot.
And look at this. Now, this is coming up, a band that's a little more unusual than the ones we've seen. And this mascot is really into it here. This is the original Greater Charleston River Rat Navy Marching Band. And that is their leader, their baton twirler, who isn't twirling, but who certainly...
Well, one can only twirl so long. This is a good-looking group.
And this is music that's great for a regatta. And
with gusto. Notice the different headgear when you see the members of the band.
A popular one with the crown here.
A lot of what are called gimme hats in that group, as in give me one of them their hats. One member of the band just ran out of place and kissed a spectator along the parade route.
Well, that's one of the advantages we have here, huh, Charlie?
This is the KRT float, Kanawha Rapid Transit, the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta bus Sternwheeler. There's Popeye on top of the bus, and a lot of folks riding along.
Popeye minus olive oil.
Yeah, Popeye. Well, he's got some muscles, doesn't he? Must have gotten some spinach somewhere along the parade route. Port of Charleston, West Virginia. Approaching us,
Clendenin Junior High.
Clendenin Junior High. Incidentally, the River Rat Navy, an adult marching band of professional musicians, was organized in August of this year. It's all brass percussion players and a lot of great hats. The Clendenin Junior High School Band is directed by Blaine Hess. The principal is Jim Hemrick. They were in the Sternwheel Regatta parade last year. Remind you again that the Thompson Blue concert is on the levee tonight at 8:30. The 10 o'clock fireworks show, sponsored by Central Distributing Company and Super 102, WVSR FM.
And this is the only first day of the regatta, and a lot more ahead.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I'm Beth Nogue with Charles Ryan on the plaza of the Charleston National Bank, watching what has turned out to be a beautiful, colorful 14th Annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Festival Parade. And Charlie, we have just seen a little bit of everything and a lot of color here today.
And it just keeps coming. The length of this parade amazes me. It gets larger each and every year, and the quality of the parade is getting better each year, Beth. I think it's great also that WPBY and Capital Cablevision are broadcasting this event. It's tremendous service to the public.
And a lot of fun for us.
That goes without saying. You're still looking at the Clendenin Junior High School Band, and a colorful group it is. Nicholas County High School Band is up and coming. Some hijinks by some small cars on the boulevard. Actually, I don't know who's sponsoring that, but it looks like a lot of fun. You can tell by the faces here, Beth, that people are excited.
One way to save on gasoline. With a car that size.
A wave for the camera. Little Kings, it says on the side of the automobiles. This is the Nicholas County High School Band. And if I may, Beth, I would like to say that my wife is a graduate of this high school band. She was a majorette for Nicholas County.
But you're not allowed to give the year, is that?
Summersville. I can't remember the year. For several years, I should say. And they've always had an outstanding band in the city of Summersville and at Nicholas County High School. Robert Perkins is the administrator, and the director is John R. Starks. First place in the Cherry River Festival Parade, 1983.
Another band approaches.
This, I think, is the Roosevelt Junior High School Band. And as far as I can look up the boulevard, they're still coming. Yeah, this is the Corvette's entry. Again, Beth, Bill Woods in a green 73 Corvette. Terry Edge, president of the Charleston Corvette Club. J.T. Scott of Beckley is in a maroon 82 Corvette. There are 30 members in that club.
Now that would be a popular club. The Corvette Club. Beautiful cars. And Roosevelt Junior High now steps up into our camera range.
Mike Pierce is the director. 85 people in this band.
From the crowd here.
Beth, this band has won the Concord College Marching Festival for the last 4 years. So that's nothing to sneeze at. They obviously take this business seriously at Roosevelt Junior High. Excellent performance.
Flag and auxiliary display too here, Charlie.
That has been most colorful from all the units that have had this auxiliary unit with them. Ravenswood, West Virginia High School Band, you're seeing now entering your picture. the Optimist Club Friend of Youth float. Paints a picture of the activities in which the club is involved. Optimist Club of Charleston sponsoring the Bicycle Jamboree on Sunday the 26th, tomorrow, at the Kanawha City Community Center. Looks like they're having fun.
Looking ahead, the Optimist Club.
Red and black, the colors of the Ravenswood High School Marching Band.
On the boulevard with another personality from the parade. We're going to go to her now.
Down here with some of the folks, and they're from the Golden Oldies. Is that correct?
Anti-Car Club of America, Kanawha Valley region.
Okay, and your name, sir?
I'm Charlie Allender.
We're glad to have you, and this is your lovely wife?
Right?
Yes. Nice to have you all here. Will you all be in the car show this Sunday? This next Monday, Labor Day, is the car show. It's at the State House parking lot. Is that correct? Okay, we'll look forward to coming to the State House with the Antique Car Club. Thank you. Thank you.
Sarah Yohe down on the boulevard, literally our man on the street, our person on the street, getting interviews from the units as they pass by.
She is to the Regatta as Jim Lampley is to ABC Sports.
Maybe a new career for Sarah is ahead.
Another of the Golden Oldies appearing on your screen. Some outstanding examples of craftsmanship from years ago.
Again, Charlie, we have a little bit of everything. The Golden Oldies be just behind the Corvette Club, so a little bit of something for everyone here at the Grand Feature Parade, kicking off the 14th Annual Sternwheel Regatta Festival here in Charleston.
This looks like something Robert Stack might have used in one of the old television series. Actually, I can't tell what that is, Beth. Do you go back that far?
If I did, I wouldn't admit it, Charlie, but I don't.
That's fantastic. Looks like it's right out of Central Casting. This is the old mail truck that I was talking about as I was walking over here this morning that I saw on the boulevard. I'm not sure what year it is, but it's in mint condition.
Well, you can believe when they'd say, not rain, nor sleet, nor snow. What's about this?
I think this was used when they delivered the mail twice a day to your home.
You
don't remember
back
that, do you,
Beth? Do you remember back that far?
Parkersburg High School, the Big Red, is approaching us now. 140 members in this band, with 20 people in the auxiliary units. I think they probably had to hire trailways in order to get here. A lot of people.
Just a beautiful, large, shiny band.
Grand Champion, Athens Bandorama, 1983. Grand Champion, Barbersville, 1983. First place, Charleston Sternwheel Regatta Parade, 1982 and 1983. We're looking at the defending champions.
Popular with this crowd. good idea of just how large this band is.
Felice and Ken Jorgensen are the directors.
It would take two people to direct this band.
Is that reminiscent of the Olympic theme, or are we mistaken?
It does sound familiar. Now this is another familiar sound.
Beautiful. As I say, Big Red, the defending champions.
Sarah Yohe is again standing by on the boulevard with the festival chairman, and we're going to go to her now. Sarah?
Look who I found in the crowd. It's Will Brotherton, the head of our festival commission, or should I call you Admiral?
No.
Yeah, I think that's more appropriate. We're looking forward to a good week.
Oh, it's been great, Sarah. It's a great parade. We had great crowds, a new route down the boulevard. Just been a terrific parade. The
We can
floats and
tell.
everything.
What's happening tonight to kick off the concert series this week?
We got the Tops in Blue, a professional Air Force group picked out of all the Air Force people. It's a Las Vegas type show. It'll be a great fun time on the boulevard tonight.
Okay, and topping off next weekend with fireworks and bands and...
Oh, and everything. And don't forget the hot air balloon at 5 o'clock. Taste of Charleston, everything. It'll be great.
And here goes Miss West Virginia. I'll let Will look at Miss West Virginia here and
I'd rather look at you, Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
Sarah Yohe talking with festival chairman Will Brotherton.
Bill Brotherton, a great guy. He's done an outstanding job.
Linda's School of Dance.
From St. Albans, featuring Linda's Marching High Steppers. Linda Riggin is the teacher.
And the perfect costume for today.
Directly behind that float is Miss West Virginia. Melanie Pentington of Cross Lanes.
Cross Lanes, of course, in the Charleston area. So she's a popular person with this crowd.
Pretty young lady. Waving to the crowd and seemingly enjoying every minute of it.
And she, of course, is in a boat, keeping with the regatta theme.
A very nice boat. And I think you recognize them.
Our alumni university. Charlie, the blue and gold. Kicking off every football game is
The pride of West Virginia, the West Virginia University Mountaineer Marching Band.
It's a real pleasure to see them here today. Haven't seen them since the last football game up in Morgantown.
The first time the WVU Marching Band appeared here was just an electrifying thing, Beth, to see them march down the street and do their thing. Getting ready.
The crowd knows they're here.
Anticipation. Super.
Look at that.
West Virginia University Marching Band. There was an article in USA Today that indicated this band uses an Apple II computer, yet another computer, to plan intricate moves on the football field. I'm not sure if they used it here or not, since it's all one movement, but fantastic. They haven't lost the touch.
And a band close to our heart. Both of us graduates of West Virginia University. I'm Beth Nogue with Charlie Ryan here on the plaza of Charleston National Bank, overlooking the 14th Annual Sternwheel Regatta Grand Feature Parade. A wonderful day, Charlie, a wonderful parade.
Couldn't ask for anything better. It's a great indication of things to come during this 10-day regatta festival. Before us on the boulevard now, a Conestoga wagon. Just one of the many interesting entries in this parade. Many of the horses that are entered in front of us now, and as you know, the horses always bring up the tail end of the parade. I mentioned the...
I'm glad you didn't say they bring up the rear.
I mentioned the band, the West Virginia University Marching Band, when it first appeared, and they made a technical error in that parade because the horses preceded the band.
Oh, no. And there was a lot of high stepping.
There was a lot of high stepping, fluid stepping, whatever you want to call it. But they corrected that this year, obviously.
And Sarah Yowie is standing by at the end of this parade with an interview with the parade organizer. And we're going to go to Sarah now.
I'm here with Mr. Al Fry. He organized this whole parade. How do you think it went?
I think everything went real well today. So far as I know, everything went smoothly, and we're very pleased.
Well, I think you've been working how many months on this parade?
Well, we started back in February, preliminary planning, and, well, really since last year's parade, and intensive work for the last 2 months.
How long have you been involved with the regatta organization?
Oh, about 5 years.
Well, it's people like you that make this whole thing work. Thank you, Mr. Fry. Thank you.
Sarah Yowie down on the boulevard is the 14th Annual Grand Feature Parade of the Sternwheel Regatta, which is sponsored by WPBY-TV and Capital Cablevision. And Charlie, it's been a great day. The crowd has loved it, and so have I.
Well, most enjoyable. I don't think anybody wants to leave. Obviously, there are a lot of other things that are going to happen today, and people will be along this river throughout the day into the wee hours of the night. Is that the proper way to say it, or improper? Anyway, you get my drift. Just super.
Lots of stuff coming up this week. This is the first of 10 days of the Regatta Festival. And lots of stuff planned, lots of free concerts in the evening, so everyone in Charleston will have something to go to. No one can complain there's nothing to do in Charleston in the next week, Charlie.
You know, we saw a lot of the anything that floats items in the parade, and that's a new thing that will occur during this festival. We might mention that starts at 1 p.m. On Sunday at the CMP boat ramp, and it ends right here at the city levee. And the person that, of course, wins the race, or I should say the unit that stays afloat until they get to the levee, will win.
Judging from some of the entries that we saw, that would be an accomplishment in itself, that it doesn't sink. And also, we've got some big national name bands coming to the area. Marshall Tucker, the Atlanta Rhythm Section, the Statler Brothers. And as you mentioned earlier, Charlie, this regatta is beginning to gather national attention, not only local and regional attention.
Yeah, and again, back to the sponsors, you know, Central Distributing, Hex, the people that are bringing in the name bands. I can't stress too much that